many genders exist? This question used to have an obvious answer before, but now it sparks heated debates. Some people say there are 2. Others claim that there are 5, 10, 100, even an infinite number. But what is the truth? Today, we are going to analyze this topic logically, scientifically, and objectively. No ideologies, no distortions, just the facts. In this video, we'll talk about biology, history, and society to understand where does this confusion come from and what the real answer is. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here and so excited to be back. I haven't recorded like this, directly talking to the camera, in almost a month, I believe. I've missed doing this. I've missed talking like this to you guys, and I'm so happy to be back. So without further ado, let's start today's video. To start this discussion objectively, we need to look at something that doesn't change based on opinions, and that is biology. All human beings are formed through DNA. And what determines whether a person is born male or female is their sex chromosomes. If you have an XX pair, you develop a female body. But if you have an XY pair, you develop a male body. This isn't a matter of opinion, it's a scientific fact. There is no third sex chromosome that creates a third gender. Evolution has only selected 2 types of human bodies to fulfill the most fundamental function of life, which is reproduction. In fact, reproductive function itself proves this. In the animal kingdom, sexes are defined by their reproductive role. You either produce eggs or sperm. There is no third type of reproductive cell. But what about intersex people? A valid question. Intersex is not a third sex. It is a rare medical condition. And in 99% of cases, individuals still fall within the male or female binary. And this brings us to a point where many people try to separate the two. They say sex is biological, but gender is a social construct. And the truth is, this distinction was popularized by psychologists in the 1950s and 60s, like John Money, who argued that gender was purely learned. But there's a problem with this idea. His own studies failed. Let me give you a tragic example. A boy named David Raymer suffered a surgical accident as a baby and was raised as a girl based on the theory that gender was purely social. The result? He never identified as a female, suffered immensely, and ultimately took his own life. This proves that gender is not just a blank slate that can be rewritten however we choose. There is a strong biological foundation. Even though some social characteristics may change, gender remains tied to sex. So where did this modern idea of multiple genders come from? In recent years, a narrative has emerged that gender is a spectrum where each person can identify in a unique way. Some people even claim that this idea is backed by historical examples, like the Fa'afafin in Samoan culture or the Hijra in India. But do these cultures actually recognize a third gender? Not exactly. These groups have always been considered variations within the male-female binary, not something completely separate. I saw this video on TikTok of a woman explaining all of this matter of genders and whatsoever with an orange and a lemon. And I was like, I have to use this on one of my next videos when I talk about this matter. Just listen up. Okay, so you have a lemon and an orange. You can try to paint a lemon with orange paint, okay? You can try and make it look like an orange. But no matter how much orange paint you use to paint the lemon is still going to be a lemon. That is not going to change the fact that the lemon is still going to be a lemon inside, and vice versa. You can try to inject lemon juice into an orange to try to make it a lemon. But it doesn't matter how much lemon juice you inject inside the orange orange is still going to be an orange after all. And this goes both ways. It doesn't matter how much you try to change the trunk and the soil of an orange tree will never bear lemons because its root defines what it is from the beginning. What's happening today is that many people confuse personality with gender. For example, if a boy has more feminine traits and a girl has more masculine ones, that doesn't mean they are a different gender. It simply means they are human beings with different personalities. But does modern science actually support the idea of multiple genders? The short answer is no. Most biologists and medical professionals recognize that gender is closely linked to biological sex, and that the idea of multiple genders is a recent social concept, not a scientific fact. In reality, no one can truly escape the binary. Medicine treats women and men differently because their bodies are biologically different. In sports, female and male categories exist because physical differences are real and measurable. If gender were truly a spectrum, then medical treatments and sport competitions would have to be completely restructured. But that's not happening because biology doesn't lie. So, what have we learned from all of this? Number one, biology proves that there are only two sexes, and gender has always been linked to them. Number two, the idea of multiple genders is a recent ideological concept, not a scientific one. Number three, you can be whoever you want, express yourself however you like, but that doesn't change biological reality. Respecting people and their choices is one thing. Forcing all society to accept an idea that has no scientific basis is something completely different. At the end of the day, you can believe whatever you want, but the truth doesn't change. Gender has a biological foundation, and that foundation is binary. We are now finished for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it until this point. And don't forget to comment down below what you thought. Do you agree or disagree? I would love to hear all about your thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done yet, because wow, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. What do you mean? I didn't even think I could make it to 100 subscribers. I want to thank each one of you that subscribed to this channel, that decided to subscribe to this channel, that watches my videos. I really have to thank you all for that and for supporting me and commenting on my videos. That literally makes my world, because my goal with this channel is to help you guys with the truth, to tell you guys the truth. So it's so meaningful to me that a lot of you want to listen to it and relate to this content and like what I post. I mean, what? God bless you all. I wish you all the best. And you already know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you on my next one. Until then, bye guys. Mwah.